Hello everybody, it's been a long time no see you guys. How's your day right now? I hope it's been alright. And today I can say I really want some great things about it. You want to hear that anyway. I'm gonna read about some mysteries about the mystery about the crime scenes, unsolved mystery, and I can say I will read about some mysterious and disappearing people, and uh, and we never know where they are. It's really can say it's been unsolved because we don't know where exactly they are. We don't know no any answer, no any news, and of course about the all you know is when you just lost somebody, but can say it's weird. What weird I say is they never be found. Even police, even rescue team tried to search it around in there, but they got nothing. Well, it can say they're really just little disappointed about it. And I don't know that because about they lost about it, but where they are, where they going, why cannot they be found? We don't know. That's why I will give you about another story. Maybe not story but something with but really makes you think about it twice. And this is the mysterious this the mystery this the disappearings, yeah, mystery disappearance of the soldier children. Maybe you never heard of the name that, but I can say you must be really want to know though why they're disappeared, why they cannot be found, and where they are. Of course, this is it. I will read on now. I started about the you can be seen it, okay? Lost in the ashes. The mystery of the vanished soldier children. Remember, this is topic about some disappearing people. The chilling story of the soldier children who vanished after their West Virginia home went up in flames in 1945 leaves more questions than answers. The citizen of Fayetteville, West Virginia, awoke to tragedy on Christmas Day in 1945. A fire had consumed the home of the George and Jenny Solder. Sorry, I mean George and Jenny Sodder, leaving five of the couple's 10 children dead. All or were they? Before the sun set on that tragic December 25, nagging, nagging questions arose about the fire, questions that persist to this day, placing the soldier children at the center of one of American history most infamous unsolved cases. This is it. I want to show you this the photo of the soldier children. You can be clear see it. You know somehow but it's really hard to say that they're still young, but where they are we don't know. It's really can say you never know that where they are. They're they're suddenly disappear. We don't know that. And in Christmas Day, holy crap! Thinking about it, that's never happened before. As you can see that tragic fire just already burned their home. Past really right in the Christmas, really crazy. That's scary. That's weird. Okay, I continue. Did Morris, 14 years old, Martha, 12 years old, sorry, Louis, 9 years old, Jenny, 8 years old, and Betty, 5 years old, really perish in the fire? George and Mother Jenny didn't think so, and erected a billboard along Route 16 to enlist the help of anyone who might have information about their children. really weird. I mean, there's something really I want to tell to you guys about if if they die by fire, their body should be found. But strangely is they're searching around about area of the ruined building just already get fire. I mean, just already get burned by fire. Their body is not being found. Their body is not being found, and they're searching around in that area, but they found nothing. That's strange, right? I don't know. That's really strange. I have no idea where they are. How could be maybe escape or something? We don't know. That's what is it's really strange. It's very odd to me. Okay, I'll continue right now. A fire engulfs the Sodder family home. The un, the disputed facts are nine of the 10 Sodder children. The oldest Mrs. Wanda, the oldest son, was away in the army, went to bed on Christmas Eve. After that, after that, Mother Jenny was awoken 3 times. First, at 12:30 a.m., she was awoken by a phone call during which she could hear a man's voice as well as glasses clinking in the background. She then went back to bed only to be startled by the loud bang and a rolling noise on the roof. She she soon she soon dozed off again and finally awoke an hour later to see their house engulfed in smoke. This is a photo of the 5 soldiers that just already disappeared in Christmas Week in 1945. You can see clearly they are so cute. If you really want to adopt on her, well, I mean adopt on them, really poor for them. But we don't know exactly so where they are. George, Jenny, and 4 of the soldier children, toddlers Sylvia, teenagers Marion and George Jr., as well as 20-year-old John escaped. Marion ran to a neighbor's house to call a Fayetteville Fire Department, but did not get a response, prompting another neighbor to go looking for Fire Chief F.J. Morris. In the hour span waiting for help, George and Jenny tried every imaginable way to rescue their children, but their efforts were thwarted. George Letters was missing, and neither of his trucks will start. Help did not arrive until 8 a.m., even though the fire department was just 2 miles away from the soldier, 2 miles away from the soldier home. The police inspector said the cause of the fire was faulty wiring. George and Jenny wanted to know how that was possible given that there have been no previous issue with the electricity. Strange. Yeah, the inspector of the police say about the cause, yeah, as a wiring faulty. But I mean, if the like a short sweet circuit about the faulty wiring, it's like it's not possible. But and they say it's no any issue like a bad issue, but their own electricity in their home. That's strange. That's really weird. This is something chilling to me, but where did the soldier children go? They also wanted to know where why there were no remains among the ashes. Chief Morris said that the police had cremated the bodies, but a crematorium worker told Jenny that most remain even after bodies are burned at 2000 degrees for 2 hours. The soda home only took 45 minutes to burn to the ground. In 1945, follow-up search uncovered a tiny portion of human vertebrae, which was determined by the Smithsonian. Sorry about it because I really don't know about the have new words, so hard to spell it. By the Smithsonian Institution to help no fire sustain no fire damage, and most likely was mixed is in the sorry was mixed in with the dirt that George used to fill in the basement while constructing a memorial for his children. There were other oddities about the case as well. In the month preceding the blaze, an ominous drifter hinted at doom, and a few weeks later, an insurance salesman angrily told George his house will go up in smoke and his children will be destroyed as payment for his criticisms of Mussolini among the area's largely Italian immigrant community. While this is something really crazy, guys, I don't know about the sector. Yeah, say about a few weeks later, an insurance salesman angrily told George his house will go up in smoke and his children will be destroyed as payment. That's really strange, you know what? Because could be the but something somebody will be just already happened because people just like this you can see that I don't know what causing why the salesman really angrily told to him and really swearing about his house will be go up in the smoke and his children will be destroyed, yeah, destroyed as a payment. I don't know, maybe there's somebody one there die or something, just like really crazy, right? That's crazy. I had no idea. This is something strange. I mean, because about the maybe I don't know about it. Maybe this is like a swearing for this family. Yeah, I mean swearing for the Sodder family. Thinking about it as a payment of his criticisms of Mussolini among the area's largest Italian immigrant community. Strange, right? I don't know what is a meaning. The area is a largely Italian immigrant community. I have no idea about it. I don't know what to say that. Now this is it. You can see that photo of the, yeah, as you can clearly see. So sorry about that. Sorry about the camera quality. It's not really good. Yeah, this is it go. I don't know whether you can read or not, but really hard to say that. Yep, the photo just what you saw. That maybe sorry about it because quality camera is not really good. Yeah, this is it. After 30 years, it's not too late to investigate it. Yeah, you can see that the six. Yeah, can say five. I don't know, maybe five soldier children is disappeared without a trace, and I don't know where they are. Seriously. And I will continue again. And the sightings began immediately after the fire. The soldier, the soldier children were reportedly spotted in a passing car watching the blaze, say some locals. The morning after the fire, a woman operating a truck stop from 50 miles away said the children, who were with Italian speaking adults, came in for breakfast. Strange. The soldiers contacted contact, contacted the FBI to no avail, and spent the rest of their lives searching for their children, scouting the country and following up on leads. Nearly 20 years after the fire, in 1968, Jenny received a picture in the mail of a young man claiming to be Louis, but attempts to find him were fruitless. George died later that year. Jenny built a fence around their home and wore black until she died in 1989. Well, that's not so good. The youngest of the Sodder children, Sylvia, now in her 17s, residence in St. Albans, West Virginia, and the mystery of the Sodder children lives on. Well, I had really crazy. We never know about where they are, why they disappear. Can't say, but this is hard to tell them. Burned by ashes is nothing that as you can see that this is it. Okay, I want to know about what is going on here. Nah, this is something really strange. Okay, I don't know about it to tell. Really is nah, this is something really strange. And they say about the cheap movies about say about that the place has that this is one cheap Morris said that the place has cremated the bodies. Of course it is impossible, right? Some police really always have a wrong thinking about maybe their body just already get burned too when the fire just already get blazed. But really something this is something strange. Okay, something fact. The crematorium worker told Jenny, the mother of these children, say bones remain even after bodies are burned at 2000 degrees for 2 hours. The mean, yeah, really 2000 degrees for 2 hours. The mean is about you must be burn the body. Yeah, burn the body. Of course, about for about 2 hours in the two yeah 2000 degrees. The mean is about that's impossible there. And when the fire just already happened, it's be just blazed by with a big that they're cremated. But what cremated? No, that's strange. This is really something I don't know about. Understand it. This is really crazy. I had no idea if the body just cremated the if body just already get cremated by fire. Why? But the fact is really see is about the 20,000 degrees for 2 hours. The body can be really completely just get burned. I had no idea. Seriously, I think there's something strange about it. This is like a wrong about anything like that. Somehow about I really try to find out about what's going on. The place just had cremated the bodies. This is what the Chief F.J. Morley said. That crematorium workers told about the mother of the soldier that bones remain even after bodies are burned at 2000 degrees for 2 hours. The mean is when somebody died, it should not. Somebody die by fire. It should their body's still there. Maybe it can be see how, but how is it just cremated when the house or how by it? I don't understand. This is a really strange, really unsolved. You know what? Sometimes about they say about they really run away. There sometimes about they say about the can say, but I don't have no idea about it. There will be miss. Yeah, I don't know, no, I don't know about it. I have no idea. Okay, you can see this is another article. This is a 35 positive facts about the Sodder children disappearance. Sorry about that. Alright, the first fact about in 1945, a Christmas Eve fire destroyed a home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Sodder lived in the home with 9 of their 10 children. Their oldest son Joe was overseas fighting in the World War II. Then that night, George and Jenny Sodder were able to escape the burning house with four of their children. The remaining five soldier children were never accounted for. This is okay. This is a background. You can see that background of the photo of the city, as you can see it. Qualities. I told you, guys. Remember, quality of the picture is sometimes really not so good. Or I can say, it cannot be autofocus. Yeah. If really can autofocus, maybe can you guys can be easy to see that. But unfortunately, it won't work. Not again. This is it. George Sodder and Jenny Sodder were Italian immigrants who came to the U.S. separately as children. George started his own trucking company in West Virginia, and the two were a respected middle class family. However, George had strong political opinions he expressed it, which some people did not like, especially in the immigrant community. He was strongly opposed to Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. This is the post. You can see that the post of the Instagram. You can be see that this is a why, but I say that the soldier to disappear up in the smoke. Yeah, you know, but this is a bit can say the shit, you know. Yeah, there are so many the posts about this. You can see that. Yep, all the time. I don't know that their bodies or remains were never found. That's strange because we don't know where their body, how the body just already disappears in the some ruin burning building. That's really weird. I say their body should be here. I mean, should be there. Should be here in some location, some around. Of course, I don't know how it can be their escape. Maybe I don't know, but really crazy is if the body cannot found and where they are going, how but their body just already disappear and no any bones, no any something clue can say it cannot be found. It's strange. For me, this is too odd, really strange, and it's really weird. Okay, I'll continue again. At 12:30 a.m. on Christmas, Jenny Sodder woke up to the phone ringing. She answered the phone, and a woman whose voice she didn't recognize asked for a name Jenny. Jenny was also not familiar with. She heard other voice in the background along with clinking glasses and weird louder. Hmm. It could be about paranormal or something like that. That's strange. And she heard like a other voice in the background along with clinking glasses and a weird louder. The meaning is like clinking glasses like a ding 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 ding, just like this. We're playing the glasses just below the window or something. And the weird louder. Of course, about this one is we can be creep me out. Sometimes about the when you heard the loud, some they really try to really loud for you anyway, but you found nothing. That's strange. When Jenny got off the phone, she checked on her children. She had allowed her kids to stay up later playing with new toys. She noticed that lights were on and the curtains were closed, typically done by the last person in the house to go to bed. She found one child, Marian, asleep on the couch and returned her to bed, assuming the other children were in the attic and had forgotten to close down the house. Nah, this is something strange. At 1 a.m. on Christmas, Jenny Sodder woke up again to the sound of an object hitting the house's roof with a loud bang, then a rolling noise. She went back to sleep. Yeah, really crazy is an object hitting the house roof with a loud bang, then a rolling noise. The mean is, but could be somebody just already hiding, hiding in the middle of inside the house, making the sound just like an object being hit by house roof with a loud bang, then a rolling noise, of course. That's really strange because this is a really remind me about when they're walking on me by really loud bang, just when they're throwing the rocks into the that gate. They're just a couple idiot. Remember that couple idiot never know everything. Yeah, gang. Yeah, idiot gangs. I can't say that. Yeah, this is crazy. Somebody, yeah, sound, yeah, object really can say really hitting the house roof with a loud bang. Crazy is about that somebody is trying to really messing, maybe can say, but somebody is trying to messing with them, messing with this family, I say. And then they're followed by a rolling noise. Rolling is just like a, just like this. Really, we don't know what is it, what kind of object that. It's really strange because for me, as a paranormal analyzer, I really know about that. That sounds of being could be somebody's trying to messing, to making any mess with the this Sodder family. Of course, I know that, but really, wake up with loud bang is really strange. And really, that's insane. I mean, really insane is how how that's happened. Who just already do that? Why this entity is trying to disturbing this family? We might never know, and that's why we need to find more information about it, and that's it. Okay. At 1:30 a.m. on Christmas, Jenny Soda woke up again, this time to the smell of smoke. She got up and found a fire in George's office, also where the fuse box and telephone wires were. Yep, smell of smoke just already get found on inside the George office. George is a father of this family. Yep, found a fire. Of course, about the. I thinking that strain is. I had no idea. I had no idea how this fire just already burned inside in his office. Don't know about to tell that really burned. Maybe fire just already became so bigger and bigger, just like really uncontrolled. And then this is it. Jenny woke up George and there escaped the house with four children: Marion, Sylvia, John, and George Jr. Yep, they're waking about the four only of them of the four or five of them, of course, about it. Yeah, they forgot. Maybe that's really not good. Alright, and then the family yelled at the house, assuming they would wake the other children will sleep in the attic. These were the children who had stayed up later than the rest of the family, and Jenny had assumed went to bed without shutting the lights off. Yeah, they're yelling because about their yeah, of course, about they try to waking another children just already sleep in the attic. Yeah, sleep in it. Of course, about that they cannot hear that because maybe the window, maybe the lights. Well, we light just already turn off, and of course, really they cannot hear them because maybe the window just already closed to it. They cannot be here. That's strange. Yeah, it's assume Jenny, she her mother say has assumed went to bed. Assumed went to bed without shutting the lights out. The mean is, but she doesn't thinking about it. She doesn't. And then they did not hear from their other children and could not go upstairs to get them because the staircase was aflame. This is something really crazy, guys. I know, but they will try. They want they yeah they didn't hear that because about they tried to go to the upstairs, but the staircase just only got a flame around. Is a flame that they cannot be crossing it. Next time, I assume it's really suggested to there must be put some fire extinguish that can be helped. Fire extinguish really somebody's really for emergency. Next, the family tried to call for help. The Sodder phone did not work. So one of the children ran to the neighbors and called. Yeah, phone is doesn't work anymore. They tried it. Need to call but it won't work. That's strange. Now, okay, one of the children just already ran to call help. And then the family tried to locate their ladder in order to check on the children in the attic. It was usually resting against the side of the house, but now was missing. This is crazy. They have a ladder. Ladder, of course, can be used as a using check on that, but it's missing. I think somebody tried to steal that. Somebody is already steal the ladder and let their children die just then. They don't want. Somebody really can say want to steal that. Could be they later just only get robbed by a stranger, by somebody around there. We might never know, and that's why we need to dig in more for sure. George Sodder George Sodder tried to use both of his trucks to drive closer to the house so that he could crawl up to the attic. Both were previously in good working order and now will not start. Well, this is something strange. That's strange because about the somebody just already messing around. First about the ladder is missing, and the his truck will not start. They check again. They really just pull the key to the keyhole and try to turn it on, but it won't work. It doesn't work ever. I had no idea. There may be I think it's somebody's trying to messing with this family. I really assume that because about the first claim about it, they later missing in around it, but couldn't be found. His truck, the fathers of the truck, won't is never. It doesn't want turn on. Doesn't turn on because maybe have a problem or something like that. That's crazy. I thinking over people, somebody maybe stranger or stalker can say already know that what he planning, what this family planning. So they try maybe this stalker try to messing around to making but break everything first about the steal their ladder and then cutting some cable just on the inside inside their truck, and of course about the can never somebody want their die and that's it. But who's the person just like this want their die, but by why only four of them just can survive, others not? That's strange. This is remain unsolved to me. Really crazy. We never know. Okay, let's continue. Because of these various delays and because the fire department was small and volunteer only, most of the firefighters were overseas serving in the war. They did not arrive until morning when the family assumed the other five children had already died. Well, I can say 100% they doesn't get any help in the last night. That's really something big tragedy, scariest this big scariest tragedy. You never know that their father you're already dead. That's strange. When the fire department finally did arrive and began going through the ashes of the Sodder house, they did not found they did not find any bones. The fire chief still believed that Sheila died in the fire. Well, it's just something strange, you know. The fire the, the fire department just found any searching but their bodies about it, but they doesn't found any bones of these children, and the fire chief claim still believe the children all the children died in the fire. Nah, I don't know. Nah, I don't know about it. This is kind of strange to me. I really hated to say that, but if any bones of them just cannot be found, and why the fire chiefs still say believe that their own their children die in the fire? How strange, right? This is a photo. Strange, not them. I will show you again this photo of these five soldier children. You might never know that how they cannot be survived by this tragedy. That's strange. 4 days later, 4 days after the fire, George Sodder bulldozed the home intended to make a memorial garden for his deceased children. Death certificates for the children were issued. However, after things calmed down, the family began to question what really happened. The family want to know what's going on. Why their house suddenly just caught on fire, and why their other five children cannot be found. This is much question, much answer need to answer, much answer need to know about this for this question anyway. The family's Christmas lights stay on through the beginning part of the blaze. This would not have occurred if it was truly an electrical fire. Okay, this is not just what I'm thinking, right? Christmas light doesn't make about any issue about the electrical any like electrical fire, or of course about that the watts the high voltage, but it's really not so big anyway. That's because of it. It's one for decoration. Some Christmas lights have really decoration, right? So many with plus about they put the lights of color, yeah, color lights about it really random, and of course like blue, red, yellow, white, just like that. So all kinds of, but maybe green too. Okay, but yeah, must be said, but it's not causing by the fire. I had no idea. Excuse me again. I had no idea. Seriously. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's not a problem, okay? Again, this will not have occurred if it was truly an electrical fire. How could be possible that? People really don't understand. Christmas light doesn't have any issue by making an electrical fire or something like that. No, it's a 100% hoax and fake. Nah, this is strange. They found the family ladder had been moved from the side of the house and hidden in an embankment here. Embankment here, the home. Okay, this is strange. They finally found the family ladder being moved, have been moved from the side of the house. But side where? And hidden, and of course, hidden in an embankment here, embankment here, the home. That's strange, right? Their ladder just already get took by that area. How this possible? Who just already moving that? Who just already? I told that earlier. Somebody is trying to making trouble with the Sodder's family, and that's why. And this is a wonder. Someone from the telephone company discovered that someone had crawled up a telephone pole and cut the phone line leading to the Sodder's house. The mean is somebody already. Some I told earlier. Somebody is already trying to messing with this family. First about their family, they later finally they later finally get found and just already get moved from the side of the house and just already hide as already hidden in an embankment here the home. That's strange. I claim that somebody just already moving there later. Somebody just really try to messing them. I know that. And of course, the, yeah, telephone company discovered that someone had crawled up a telephone pole and cut the phone line leading to the Sodder house. The mean is somebody is not really one they're calling help or somebody just like them. So this stranger is really can say or maybe stalker will be just planning about to not to planning to cut the phone line, the cable that of course cut the line leading the Sodder house. Of course, this person not really one. It seems like this really just wanted. I don't know exactly so what I say that this could be somebody just trying to messing with this family. Still there later cut the phone line and of course about the set of fire too. That's can be we have many question need to answer for that for these unsolved cases anyway. And then and then while sorting through the rubble, Jenny Sodder said that they found that they found kit that they found kitchen appliance intact. How could the fire not damage them more if it had truly burned humans bone to ash? Nah, can't say this is really strange too. Kitchen is not being got fire, not really having damage. Nah, my question is so. This is it. How could the fire not damage them more if it had truly burned human bones to ash? This is strange. I must be thinking about it twice for this. Around the house, of course, not have a damage. Maybe that area maybe, of course, was started by fire, but others not, except this kitchen. Why? Why only kitchen doesn't have any damage there? Strange, right? Now again, Jenny Solder tried to burn animal bones to ash and was unable to do so. She contacted a crematorium who told her a 2 hour fire at 2000 Fahrenheit, but hotter and longer than the Solder's house fire, who still leave human bones intact. Nah, that's why earlier I tell it earlier I just want to say that 2000 degrees the mean is but that temperature is really hard to burn somebody that body for 2 hours for the inside the crematorium. George Sodder was confused about why neither of his previous working trucks would move that night. He's really confused. His truck doesn't really move. He doesn't doesn't start, doesn't turn on, just like that. I don't know. He really confused after that. That's strange. Nah, this is really crazy. Crazy man. A local bus driver provided an alternate account. The driver of the bus that passed through Faith Field late Christmas Eve said he has seen some people throwing balls on fire at the house. Hmm. I say about this is like a person really hate about this family. This person or maybe some stranger or stalker really try to messing with them, throwing the balls of fire at the house, and can say this is the one of the guy really tried to messing around with them, stealing any stuff, any object. Really can say maybe we they hated about this family, and that's why they're throwing the balls of fire. And then a few months later, when the snow had melted, Sylvia found a small, hard, dark green rubber ball like object in the brush nearby. George, recalling his wife's account on a log tom on the roof before the fire, said look at look like a pineapple bomb, hand grenade, or some other incendiary device used in combat. The family later claimed that, contrary to the fire marshal's conclusion, the fire had started on the roof, although there was by then no way to prove it. That really crazy. Sylvia, their other children found like a really like a grenade or like a pineapple bomb just on the yeah object in the brush nearby. Yeah, found like a small hand dart green rubber ball. Yep, like a pineapple ball. Of course, about this is like yeah, and then George, but his her husband, recalling his wife account of a loud thump on the roof before the fire. Can we say somebody throwing that, throwing the some like a grenade? Yeah, just like throw like this and just really on the roof, hit on the roof, and of course about this causing the fire, and then blaze like that. Yeah, claim that yeah the family really just only claim that this is a one of the objects just or the somebody throw it on their house. Contrary to fire marshal conclusion, the fire had started on the roof. Fire just already really started on the roof in his office started. Although there was by then no way to prove it. Well, that's some strange. Nah, okay, this is another one. People in the town claim they saw the missing children in a vehicle the night of the fire, or have seen them since. Nah, I had no idea. This is not just what I coincidence. Why I had no idea for sure. Why? They claim they saw the missing children in a vehicles of the night of the fire, or have seen them since. They claimed it, but when they saw that we don't know. Time it, date it, of course they doesn't know that. They claim it they saw that before. Yeah, at the night of the fire, of course. That's really strange, creepy now for me. In 1949, the site of the house fire was excavated. Human vertebrae Human vertebrae bones were found, but an expert but but an expert said they could only from her human age 60 to 23, and had never been exposed to fire. Ugh. The oldest of the missing children was 14 at the time of fire. The human vertebrae can just only found in there, but the family claimed that's not from their family. That's not from their children, especially. Yeah, they say only human ages just only 16 to 23 had, and of course, had never been exposed to fire. That's strange. Yeah, they say the oldest of the missing children was 14 at the time of fire. 14 years old, and you know who is it? Now, if if this if this is not one of them, who who's who's the owner of this human vertebrae? Who's have it? Because I believe that there's no one knows why nobody of the soul traders just have something just like this. It's strange. The expert also noted that it was very strange that more bones were not found, as they should not have burned up in that situation. Nah, this is something I don't understand why that. I tried to be really digging more about information just like this, but I couldn't get found anywhere. Their bones are not being found anywhere, and really, and the notes that it was very strange, as they should not have burned up in that situation. Their bones are not found anywhere in that location where the house is just only get burned by fire. I had no idea. I don't know about it. Very strange. No any bones are found around there. How could it be possible? Another sighting. A woman with who ran. A woman who ran. Okay, sorry, man. A woman who ran a Charleston hotel claimed to have seen the children approximately a few afterwards. I do not remember the exact day, she said in that statement. The children had come in around midnight with two men and two women, all of whom appeared to her to be of Italian extraction. When she attempted to speak to the children, one of the men looked at the man in a hostile manner. He turned around to begin talking rapidly in Italian. Immediately, the whole party stopped. The whole party stopped talking to me. Well, I had no idea about it, but this woman claimed about she ran to the Charleston hotel. She claimed about, of course, to see the children approximately a week a week afterwards. Well, she said she didn't remember exactly when the date that, and and of course the children have come in around midnight with two men and two women. Two men and two women. That's strange enough. That could be them or maybe another person. All of whom appear to be her. All of whom appear to her to be of Italian extraction. When she attempted to speak with the children, one of the men looked at me in a hostile manner. It turned around and began talking rapidly in Italian. Immediately the whole party stopped talking to me. Yeah, really weird is they're stopping to this moment, and then one of them just look at her in a hostile manner, and can say he's this one is such a, and suddenly he turned around, and of course, and began talking rapidly in Italian, speaking Italian language. And and then the whole party stopped talking to me and just really go, yeah, can say just go, leave her in there, leave her there without saying anything. That really crazy. I had no idea why. That's strange. All right. In 1967, Jenny Sodder received a photo of the male of the man resembling one of the missing children, Louis Sodder. The back of the photo read, Louis Sodder, I love brother Frankie, little boys, A0 890 or 35. Nah, I don't know, but this is photo is a real of her, of him or not. Strange. Suspect. Okay, we find that it's time to see the suspected. 2 months before the fire in October 1945, a travel life insurance salesman tried to sell George Sodder with a policy. When Sodder declined, the salesman told him his house will go up in smoke and your children are going to be destroyed. Rather than the loss of business, the salesman told Sodder the cause of this tragedy will be the dirty remarks you have been making about Mussolini. I thinking about this as one of the guy just already really claimed, swearing about to this family. His will be have lost many business, their children, their house, his house, of course, their children too. And really scary is, will go. This salesman will be telling about his house will be go out in smoke. Well, I can say, but this is one of the guys just swearing about say like this to him. Yep, of course, because about the when that happened, it's finally happened. I can say, but George Soder must be accusing this guy, this salesman, because about the what just what he said is became true. Somebody just already throw like a panel bomb in his house and set the fire, of course, just like that. Someone in town had been trying to find what George Soder could pay him to do and told George that he could fix his fuse boxes, warning him that they needed to be fixed or they will catch fire. George opted not to hire him as he had recently had the house rewired and cleared by the electricity company. Well, somebody really want to pay to him about. I mean, pay George Soder about the can fix about the fuse box or something like that. This guy is trying to warn him about really needed to be fixed to catch a fire, but George oftenly not really not to hire him, and he of course had recently had the house rewired and cleared by electricity company. He really 1% sure about it. It's nothing bad happened but to the fuse box anyway, because he's thinking it's really doesn't matter. I mean, it's okay, fine, everything's be fine. Yeah, everything's okay, of course, but just like that's really crazy. Now again, at the month of the fire, December 1945, some of the soldier traders noticed two people in a car that will watch them on their way home from school. Now, the one of the other soldier traders noticed two people inside the car in a car that will watch them, and can say, but this is another suspect again, of course. When they were from this home from school, and really just these two people maybe just followed one of them and of course watched them, and of course not in the single time I never saw something just like that, really crazy. Yeah, they're saying two people, one of the soldiers just noticed it, really can say, really watch them inside the car when they're really just starting go back home from the school. That's really, I think that's why I say this is like like a stalker. Sorry, stalker. Yes, yeah, stalker. Really, these maybe strange people which try to follow them wherever they go. The family, along with some other town residents, believe that Silesian mafia may have taken the children and started the fire in an attempt to extort money from the soldiers. Through no one has reached out to them to ask for money. Okay, I have no idea who's the Sicilian mafia. I mean, Sicilian mafia is not like just uh I had no idea who's them. I don't have any information because other town residents believe that they're being took by these people, these mafia people anyway. But yeah, taking the children and start a fire because of yeah attempt to extort money from the soldiers. Well, money because of that? No, I can say it's 1%. It's really odd. It's really odd that I had no idea. Seriously, I don't know why. That's strange. Because whatever just already making about this strange things about just like this really weird. Really weird of course. I don't know nothing about Sicilian. They don't know nothing about Sicilian mafia anyway. That's strange. Maybe happens some reason. But this is not one of the town residents say that to them, but these mafia people just already taken their children. But where? Where they taking it? Who is the Sicilian mafia? And why they have some business with this family? What was the problem to them? I think that's really strange. No, I say this one is not in the cases anyway. No. Now, well, that's it only. I can found it. This is because of we don't know exactly sure where they're lost, where they're going, where they're when now, how they're missing. It could be they are just already survived by this can say survived by this tragedy, and of course I don't know exactly sure. I don't know, I had no idea, but I don't know nothing about Sicilian mafia. I don't know nothing about the us two stalker just already follow one of them just already back from the school, and of course but I had no idea who this who is this bad people just trying to messing with them. I don't know that of course. It's really because but this is all suspected. I had no idea. I couldn't explain, and of course about this is remain unsolved. This is unsolved case really I don't know. Some say but this is all about it just what I tell that earlier. But who where is but one question is just only I wanna ask to you guys. Where exactly these five soldier children's going, and how they can be escaped by the fire in Christmas Eve 1945 ago, and how their body cannot be found anywhere inside the ruined burned building, their own houses, and why people claim it somebody really have claiming about that they're being kidnapped, being stalker, they're being yeah anything like that, everything just like that really I had no idea. So for me is this is like a really mystery for me. I don't know where exactly they are, where exactly they live now, we don't know, and that's why. So that's it only today. I hope you really understand, because I never make about this video before for you guys know there's so many unsolved mystery I really want to tell to you, and we solve together in these cases. All cases just like a murder, criminal, everything about really strange things about of course about I will tell to you guys in the next other days. Okay, all right. I really make you know about the some you must be taking care by your family. Don't let this happen. Okay, don't let just like this family happen because of something misunderstanding, arguing about money too, everything problem just causing something just like there will be disappearance, it will never be found. Of course about this gonna be have a serious big problem, especially for you guys. So taking care of your family, don't let this happen. Hope you know that, because if you missing somebody, we can say cannot to be found maybe in the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe 1 month or other month, other years, that you really know you're so confused about that, you don't have no idea about it. So that's why. All right, that's it only. I hope you guys will enjoy my story about this. I can say I really want to end this video, and I see you guys in another episode, and hope you guys very well, and I'll see you next time, and ciao and peace, bye.